Hey guys, welcome back to the series. I'm here with BobertPickle.
Hello.
And this is episode 2. So we're going to do a bit of a recap because last episode I screwed up and lost the bucket. So my homework in between episodes was to try and get enough iron to create a new bucket. So we'll have a look at how I've progressed with that. And Bobbert had some homework to... What was your homework?
My homework was to, well, I think you set me quite a difficult homework actually. It was to make a passive mob farm.
And an iron farm, but I had to get some iron.
Yeah.
You know, like mine wasn't easy.
I've managed to build a platform down the bottom. You can just see a little bit down there. And we have got one passive mob, so I actually succeeded.
Can't see
I call that success. We've got a cow down there, and we've managed to get the grass all the way down to Y17.
A very nice pattern down there too. And now it's raining. All right, so that's all good. So let's do a bit of a recap before we get struck by lightning. So I built this very attractive mob farm, like it's just a work of art. If we go in here, so the way I was doing it, I'd come in here and I'd stick a torch up here because I hate working in the dark, and then I would try not to blow things up. So everyone's seen how these work, and then there's this one, and then you'd run around here and head off to the other half of it. So you're always sort of spawning critters. Not much going on over here though. Lighting. So that was the that was my life for the last week, and I'm very happy. And I was very lucky, I think, with the iron, because in the end, when I last spoke to you, I had 5, and now I've got 8.
Wow!
So we can almost make an iron block. So yeah, it was all good. So that was we got backup bucket for when I next screw up. So that was good. That was mission accomplished. So now I'm just wondering what we do with this. I don't know if we really this wasn't best design or whatnot. So we may pull that down and do something else very quickly, because I think I saw we got a beehive because I planted a tree next to a flower.
Ooh,
I saw a bee out here during our intro. But are there problems with bees? I thought there was
from my understanding, yeah. Because we're in a skyblock world, bees will fly out the nest and then they will go down to the lowest point they can. So I guess to find flowers. Because we're in skyblock and we've got the void, as you can see down here through this gap, we have a bee trapped down in the void down there. So the bees will fly out the nest and then just sink to the bottom.
I can't see that far. Let me... video settings.
Increase your render distance.
Yeah, it was already 16 chunks.
He's just floating just down here. So... but anyway, yeah, so... And I think they take up the passive mob cap as well. So if we have too many bees...
So does he never die? Does he never fall off?
Yeah, he just sits there at the bottom.
Maybe if I go down, I'll see him.
So we can get a fishing rod and put him back in, or we fire him with an arrow.
Yeah, because I think so. Maybe we just get the when we get Silk Touch. This is a long way in the future. So maybe we get rid of the flowers and don't spawn anymore.
Yeah,
we can capture them, because at some point we might need the honey blocks.
It'd be good to get the honey blocks, I think. Yeah.
Yeah. So and the other bit of recap. So we were talking about generating dirt, and you were talking about... I always want to look in these things, you can't. You were talking about how you get some dirt from the composter.
Yeah.
So there are other ways.
There's better ways as well. The composter, you have to fill it up, and then it will give you 1 bone meal and 1 piece of dirt.
Right.
Are you going to tell them about the other way, are you?
Yeah, so if you get 2 pieces of dirt and put it in you, and 2 gravel, that gives you 4 pieces of coarse dirt. So here are my 4 pieces of coarse dirt. And then you get a hoe and you hoe it and it becomes normal dirt. And then you can just break it and you got 4 pieces of normal dirt.
So you're doubling your dirt output.
Yeah,
then.
yeah. So we got a stack of from my killing zombies down there. We've got a whole stack of where am I looking for it? Oh, in here.
In here.
Well, apart from that one gravel, yeah, I've been
there we go.
I've been hoarding it. So yeah, we can make a whole, well, another probably 2 stacks of dirt with that.
That'd be good. Yeah.
Now, what's this guy doing? What's going on here?
Well, I came on during the week and I noticed that there was a block floating out here, and I was collecting wheat, and then suddenly it was dark and a zombie spawned, and I suddenly got the idea that we could actually keep a block over them, not necessarily for zombies, but for zombie villagers. So if per chance a zombie villager suddenly spawns on here and we can actually make it hold a block, we can keep them safe, ready for later, so we can build an iron farm.
So is the idea, because he's a failed, he's not a zombie villager, we kill him?
Yeah, you can knock him off, yeah.
Can't reach. Yeah, so I put that block there just to make sure that zombies or you know, that was spawning. Yeah, because I wasn't initially having a lot of luck, and I think it was lighting levels. So now I've got another question. Why is this block above my head?
I have no idea why that's there. I didn't place it.
It's not to protect us from
phantoms.
Phantoms.
Although I don't think phantoms can actually get us, because we're at 61. We're below 64, so I've never had an issue with phantoms.
Because, you know, there's another way to protect us from phantoms.
Which is?
I threw it over there.
To sit in between 2 bits of dirt, yeah?
Over there.
Oh, a bed. You've got a bed.
So, because we're being quite stupid, is it not?
You got string, didn't you?
Yes, I completely forgot that. I hope we don't just fall off the world here. That was a bit.
Whoa, yeah.
I completely forgot that you can make wool out of string. So, there you go.
Well, we're going to leave those beds up. We'll keep the beds on us.
Yeah, I think we probably should put them somewhere a bit safer than right there. That wasn't the brightest idea. So, yeah, so we don't sort of have to worry too much about the phantoms. We can just sleep every other day now. So I think that was all. I was going to say that was all my information I had to share.
Okay. Another thing I did was, obviously, I set these chests up to kind of split our I don't know what you call them now. Resources, I guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah, to split our resources up and actually be organised, because I have a tendency to be very disorganised at the beginning, and I thought maybe we're trying not to be disorganised. So we've got our food, our blocks, and our mob drops at the moment. So
cool. Let me put.
And obviously we've got the farm set up here for early food, I guess, before we start.
So I think maybe not this episode, but we might sort of pull this down and make it a little bit more sensible.
Yeah. And do a better mob farm as well, like an auto one maybe that drops them down 24 blocks with 1-hit kills or something.
Yeah, maybe that's the thing. So what are we doing today? We're going to play downstairs, and I don't know how to get downstairs. Do we just go down the water?
Alright, so here, if you come back over here,
where are you?
I did this as an experiment. So what I want you to do is just walk off the edge.
Right into the water.
Yeah. So I didn't know whether or not you could fall into like non-water source water and it break your fall.
Yeah, no, that's
so
okay.
But you can. So
yeah. Well, here's our first cow.
We haven't got a name tag, have we? We could have named him.
I went to a vegan restaurant last night, so she, I guess they're a she. She was safe from me eating her last night, but probably not in the game. I don't like your chances of surviving.
Not without beef, no.
Yes. So,
right, so down here...
You've been busy?
Yeah, so down here, I thought of building a disc, and it's 33 wide. And the reason I did that was so that while we're in the middle, once we've moved everything down, we can be mining cobblestone and stuff like that, and harvesting trees or whatever once we plant them around here in the middle, and then we can then have our farms coming off on all the different directions, and they'll be working away effectively.
Alright, cool.
So yeah, we can have our mob farm off one direction and passive mob farm off on another. And yeah, just thought it would look nice.
It does.
Play a game of chess.
Okay, Rook, Bishop, 17. I don't know how to play chess, obviously. Alright, cool. So what are we going to do today?
Today I think we could carry this mob, passive mob farm on, finish this base bit down so that we've got the whole disc done. And if we've got time, we could even go out and get the rest of the trees, like saplings, so we can have a tree farm built later on with all the different tree types.
Yeah, okay, yeah. So that's going to require a lot of cobble generating. I'm just confused. How did this cow spawn here? Aren't we still in the spawn chunk?
I guess out here. Whoa, that was close. Not going to do that this episode.
Yeah, right. everyone comment below how many times you think BobertPickle's going to die.
I've done it. The cow pushed me off.
God. Okay, so that's one.
That's one, yeah, okay. I said I wasn't going to do it and did it straight away.
I reckon it'll be 7. So, yeah, I thought they wouldn't spawn unless... I thought they wouldn't spawn in the spawn chunk. Unless he spawned out there somewhere. And
just out here,
back. Yeah. Alright, so our goal is to probably move that out a little bit further and to make a spawning pad. We can make as much dirt as we like now because we know the secret.
Yep.
And to head out to all the different trees and collect them. All right. So we're just taking a bit of a break from building platforms out to trees, and we thought we'd do a bit of bee target practice. Are we just going to go bang, 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 or is it one shot each?
One shot each, I think. Although I think I'm at a slight disadvantage because somebody over there has got a enchanted bow.
Yeah, well, that doesn't make it more accurate. All right, I'm going first. So this is for 10 points, and the points are redeemable for nothing. Hope I get the first shot.
Alright, my go. Here we go. Yes! Look at that! Master!
Alright, you got 10 points.
So we were rambling away, and Fizedi here heard a little groan, and we found ourselves a zombie villager. So we managed to get him to pick up a bit of gunpowder, and we've got some plans for him, haven't we?
We have. Well, you have. I'm just happy that I managed to hear him growl. So I think we're going to, because he's got a helmet. He does have a helmet, right? Or is it just his hat?
Yeah. He's
got a helmet on.
And a helmet, yeah.
So he will cope with sunlight, but we could always do it at night. So we think we're going to move him down the other end and store him.
On one of our zombie blocks that we were talking about earlier. So we're going to give it a go?
Maybe... No, I think we'll plan a bit more, but, you know, just to let everyone know that we've got him here. And maybe... So we got plans for this episode. I think it might not include this guy, or it may. We'll see how we go. So our current plan is
store him here for now.
Yeah, he's not going anywhere. I'll just light that up in there a little bit more so no one visits him. So our current plan is to build an area for all of our trees. We've managed to get most of them, I think. One more to go. Build an area for all the trees and to build an area for the passive mobs to spawn. And that is probably going to be it for this episode. We'll see how we go for time. If we still have a bit of time left over, we might try and transport him off somewhere. So
yeah, either that or we'll do it at the beginning of the next episode.
Yeah. So we'll have some plans for him. We definitely aren't in a position to heal him yet. We need gold. So, yeah. Anyway, we'll probably do something with him next episode. But for the rest of this episode, we're going to nick off and build our tree farms and mob farms. And we're going to pop back unless something interesting happens, like you skydiving off the edge. Yeah, we'll pop back when that's all done. So it's just me online at the moment, and I thought I should fix what I messed up before the end of the first episode. So I'm going to quickly give ourselves a bucket. I've spent 3 iron on the bucket, and I'm going to go out to the swamp area, which is through here. I had to punch a hole in my mob farm. If you listen, there he is. Our zombie villager is still there. So I'm going to run out and hopefully, I think I've been on the island before, I think. So get that extra water source and then we can have an infinite water supply. So I have been out here because I put the safety stairs. And there's actually quite a bit of water out here. In fact, this is its own infinite water source. So there I go. I've got the extra water. I will put it somewhere for our infinite water source. And what I'm going to do next, maybe I can be a bit of a thrill seeker since I've got a bucket of water in my hand. Let's just hang over the edge. So Bobbert is almost finished his little circle pad down there. And we're going to come out here. I think he's put these in to let me know how far we're going out. So this one is his for his mob spawner, and I'm going to put a tree farm on here. Well, it's been a day, and we both had our homework to do. I had 2 bits of homework. How come I had twice as much homework as you? I just realised.
You only had 1 bit of homework, wasn't it? It was just
No,
a tree farm. You decided to do extracurricular.
Did I? Okay.
Subjects.
So. Yeah, so I had tree farm to do, and by farm, it's not really a farm, a bit of a tree area, a tree zone to do. Let's go over and have a bit of a look at this fantastic piece of... It's quite good in the sunset. So, yeah, it's I think I had the easier of the 2 jobs, probably. So we've got each of the kind. These ones over here, whatever these ones are called, acacia, I think. They sort of grow at right angles all over the place, so they're a bit of a pain. I may rearrange the layout at some point, but this will always be where we come to chop down trees. We also noticed that some of these trees can spawn with like a random block out, and zombies will spawn in them and creepers and whatnot. So it's a bit dangerous out here. And another bit of unusual piece of trivia that we discovered is the jungle trees don't like growing or won't grow if there's a block down here, like how I've got all these. These ones just won't have it, so they wouldn't grow at all. Many stacks of bone meal were tried. But these ones are fine. So I pulled one of these down and we regrew him, and he's okay with the border around, the little skirt around the bottom. But not the jungle ones. They're not going to be part of it at all.
Nope.
And my other bit of extra homework that I was doing is I'm going to build a mob farm over here. We can just look at it from afar. There's not much to look. It's just a drop tube. I'm going to set up so that we have a water flushing system with a boat timer. So a boat timer is really easy. You just need 1 piece of redstone. So a nice witch was generous enough to give me a few pieces, or a couple of witches. So yeah, so I'm going to do that. That's going to be my next little project. And now we can over to you to show us your...
So I had the joy of having to build a passive mob farm, which I thought would be quite easy to start with. I was like, yep, just have to get the grass to grow out. It's just going to be a time-consuming project. So we built this. I originally built the mob farm here, and this was 8 blocks wide, and I built it like this, so that in the future, once we've got redstone and stuff like that, we can start flushing the mobs down and auto-killing them and stuff like that, so we don't have to come and manually kill them. We found though that the mobs that we had them spawning on the earlier, we saw them on the pillar of grass
piece of
coming
grass.
Yeah, and we've got a few mobs on there, horses and cows and all sorts. Out here though, it's very random. Like sometimes they spawn, but most of the time they don't. So if anybody out there has got the answer to why we're not getting the rates that I thought we would be getting, please do let us know.
Yeah, so we're reasonably low down as well. We're not as low as we could be. So maybe, I don't know if that might be a thing. Maybe we need to drop it down. When I was building my little mob spawner, wherever he is, all the way over there, like I dropped it down a little bit so that when they drop, they're going to be one hit. But that's sort of pretty much as low as I could take it. So we'll see how that works. Like the mob farm up top works okay, but yeah, these ones just don't want to play. So I'm not sure what's causing that.
No,
sad.
So yeah. So my homework for this week, I guess, is to
sort this
figure this out and get this working, yeah.
Yes. What else? Do we have any other information we need to share? We got a zombie villager. I don't know if that happened in the last clip or not.
Yeah.
Oh, it did, didn't it? Yes, I remember.
It did, yeah.
Yes.
We were going to bring him down, but yeah, I think...
I did actually find another one, and I thought he was holding something, but he's no longer with us, so maybe he wasn't holding anything. But there for a future episode, we might be able to bring him down. The other thing we've got to do, we keep on thinking about it, never do it, is get our sugar cane growing.
Yes.
Do you reckon it should live in here? It's plant-based.
Yeah, could do. We could even out the back, I guess. Start maybe bringing the wheat down.
Put a little water border around the edge, and then put dirt or something.
Cane all around the out. Yeah.
Yeah, maybe. So that might be something that we do in between episodes. So I think that's just about it for this episode. What do you think? Just about it?
I think that's about it. Yeah.
Excellent.
And the rest of it we'd have to do, like I say, in between episodes, and we'll fill you in when we get back.
Yeah. So I think we've done, like when you look, it's just been, this is the second episode. We've got all this area here with trees. We've got 9/10 of a mob farm. We just need the mobs, not the mob farm, passive mob farm.
Yeah.
So, things have advanced. We've got quite a few blocks. We're even being fancy with our wood selection now. We've got every wood block. So, for episode 2, I think we've done pretty well.
Yeah, I think so, yeah.
Even if I say so myself. Should we look at death counts? No bloopers this episode.
No.
I have a confession. I killed another bucket. So luckily we had enough iron for another water bucket. So, and upstairs we have our what do we call it? Infinite water supply.
Yeah. So I brought that down as well now. So.
Oh, did you? Okay. I think that's that's all the confessions for this episode. So I think leave comments below. I'll have a link to BobertPickle's episode down below. You can click on that. And if I'm clever, I can even put a card up the top. So you can click on the card up the top, but it'll be a link down below. And check out his channel.
I will just leave. Sorry.
Check out his channel. Go subscribe to him. And if you're not subscribed to me, subscribe to me. Remember to click the bell so you get a notification when we've published a video. Any last words?
Yep, okay. Just see you later, and check out the description underneath mine, and I'll leave Fizedi's YouTube channel in there, and
it's very kind of you.
We'll see how we get on next week.
Excellent. All right, see you later. Bye.
See you later.